This video will show you how to build Workday reports for the employee self-service agent. These reports are essential for connecting user context details, such as employee ID, first name, last name, and manager status between Microsoft Entra and Workday, enabling HR scenarios within the ESS agent. The first step is to create calculated fields which help define values and prepares the data in a way that ESS can consume. According to the documentation, create 4 calculated fields with names that match exactly in Workday. Log in as an admin user in Workday. Search for Create Calculated Field, then enter the field name, set business object to worker, and function to look up related value. Click OK to finish. Under Calculation, set lookup field to location address, country, and return value to alpha 2 code, as shown in the online documentation. Leave the additional info tab unchanged. Click OK to save. After you use the field, it will appear under the Were Used tab. Right now, since we have just created this field, the tab is empty. Here's an example of how it looks when the field is included in a report. Repeat these steps for each of the 4 calculated fields. After all fields are created, we'll move on to building the Workday reports. Workday reports aggregate attributes into a single queryable dataset for the ESS agent. To create a Workday report, search for and select Create Custom Report, then name it WD_user_context. Use exact names as specified in the documentation, and avoid duplicates to prevent execution issues. Assign report details as specified. Set report type to Advanced, deselect Optimize for performance, and choose all Workday accounts as the data source. After creating the report, add each field individually. Reference the documentation table, set business object to worker, field to preferred name, and column heading override to first underscore name. Click OK to add the row. Repeat this process for the remaining 12 rows as shown in the documentation. When finished, all rows will appear in a list. You can skip the Sort tab, but the Filter tab must be set up correctly to ensure the report returns accurate results. The documentation requires filters for username and CF/LRV worker type. Here is what it looks like when these filters are applied. Next, configure prompts to ensure the report works correctly. Use the documentation to complete these 6 fields. Consult the documentation for output settings. For Share, designate the user accounts that need access to the report. In Advanced, confirm that your web service API version is above 42. This example uses version 45. Once you've completed all these steps, save the report. Web service enablement allows the ESS agent to call the report at runtime. To double-check that this works, you can click on Related Actions, go to Web Service, view URLs, and enter in a user account that has access. Click on WSDL, which will show you the XML definition, where you can verify 4 pieces of information. Report instance name set as Report 2. The execution user account should match ISU_WQL_Copilot, your tenant email alias, and lastly WD_user_context. Once these details are correct, test the report using any username to check if it displays the right user attributes. Nice work! You've successfully set up Workday reports to map user attributes with the employee self-service agent, giving your employees the HR data they need to stay productive at work.